Attention everyone, attention. This is a message from the bridge. Ahoy mateys, and good morning. This is CamBrownVlogs, your cruise director, and today we're going to be jumping into something very, very special. What's up guys? It's CamBrownVlogs back again with another video. As you guys can see, we are out sailing the ocean blue, still on Norwegian cruise lines. Today is actually a sea day. And what that means basically is we won't be stopping at any ports or anything. We're just traveling to and fro for the entire day. So I decided to take this opportunity to give you guys a tour of the entire ship and give you a glimpse at everything that this massive, awesome cruise ship has to offer, as well as a quick tour of our room so you can check that out and see where we've been staying for the last couple days. Let's get into it. So basically there's like 3 to 4 main decks where everything is happening, where all the main food courts and attractions and stuff like that are, where all of the different events are happening, everything like that. So we're gonna try and hit those 3 main decks, go ahead and cruise through those, no pun intended, and then after we hit those main decks, I'm also gonna try and touch on those other areas and highlight those as well. Okay, so one of those first areas that I was just talking about is deck number 8. As you can see, there's a giant main hallway that we're about to go down, and then off to the side, there's a little place right here and a little place right here. This place over here on the left is Food Republic. We've heard lots of good things about that. The family went ahead and got some lunch there the other day. I was sleeping off Tequila Beach, so I didn't get a chance to visit, but it is still on my list of things to check out for sure. On this other side over here is District Tap House or District Brew House or something like that. Haven't been in there, and I don't think anybody in the family has been in there either, but basically a beer house with tons of different flavors of beers and everything on tap and ready to try. Just realized that my microphone was not turned on, so I hope you guys could hear me for majority of that. Moving right along, deck 8 is kind of like the main area that we've been hanging out in for the most part, mainly because it has Sid Norman's Poorhouse, which is where Daniel performs and the rest of his crew do their acts and everything. It's been absolutely outstanding performances. Highly, highly, highly recommend stepping in line for Sid Norman's. They've also got La Cucina, which we ate at yesterday. If you see my La Cucina vlog, or if you're interested in seeing that La Cucina vlog, I'll go ahead and link that somewhere up here so you can check out how the dinner experience was. Delicious Italian food. And then last but not least is Tobacco Road over here in the background. This has been a favorite for me. And again, just a common meeting ground because this is the only bourbon bar on the ship, I believe. They serve bourbon in other areas, but this place is dedicated to bourbon and cigars and everything as well. And of course, we couldn't forget about the Humidor, which is the ship's onboard cigar lounge. Again, this is one of our favorite places. Anybody who's been to a cigar lounge knows that you're always going to be in good company there. As you guys can see, cigars were flowing. They had a menu there for specialized drink pairings with the cigars. Yeah, good people, good vibes. I highly recommend checking out the ship's Humidor lounge. So at this point right here, as you guys can hear, there's lots of commotion going on. We're reaching the center of the ship. This is the main atrium with 3 different floors and tons of different activity. First thing that you're gonna notice is that on this ship, there's literally no shortage of things that you can do. Behind me is a wine tasting right now. Over here to the left, over the edge of the atrium, down there is the casino floor, which we'll get to in a minute. Across the way is the mojito bar and the tapas bar and all that stuff. It really is endless, guys. The ship is humongous. Okay, so quick stop on the other side of the upper level atrium. First stop over here is the Sugarcane Mojito Bar. The mojitos here are absolutely fantastic, and they have tons of different flavors that you can pick and try. Make sure to ask for our favorite bartender, Joanna. She makes the best mojitos on the ship. Right next to the mojito bar is Bayamo and the Pinchos Tapas Bar. We didn't actually get a chance to stop at either of these restaurants, but we've heard really good things about each of them, so I highly recommend giving them a try if you've got the opportunity. Never a dead area on the ship. Never a dull moment on the ship. This thing is 24/7, constantly cruising. No pun intended. Fun little gift shop area. The main gift shop area was called the Sandbar. Obviously, we didn't spend too much time here, but this is where you would come to get all of your souvenirs you want to bring back home. They did have a small liquor shop in the back if you wanted some for your room or for your excursions, and you could pick up some other small items here as well, like sunscreen, toothpaste, things of that nature. Cool camera store and everything back there, which is absolutely awesome. For the camera enthusiasts and everything like that, they actually have pretty up-to-date cameras, so I was pretty impressed with that. I believe there's also a studio on board, like an indoor studio, where you can go and get photos and family photos and stuff like that on a backdrop, as well as get them taken outside on the deck, with weather permitting, obviously. And look what we found. We found one of the cruise ship's hidden little duckies. I like this guy, he's got sunglasses. So Daniel was actually telling us that these ducks are hidden all around the cruise ship in various sizes, shapes, styles, designs, all that stuff. They're just fun little Easter eggs, something extra that you can enjoy on the cruise. I don't think they're redeemable for anything, but you can take them home at least. So I've got a nice little souvenir now. Currently running through the casino area. Again, one of the places on the ship that absolutely never sleeps. You can hear the casino games and the laughs and all that stuff. You can hear all that stuff going 24/7 in the ship because people are out here having fun. They paid good money, so they want to come on the ship and they want to have a good time. One thing that I don't think I can quite understand though is paying all the money that you do to be on the ship and to be able to have a place to stay, have the unlimited meal packages, all that stuff, and then coming and going straight down to the gambling hall to gamble away more money. Of course you could win some, but usually the odds are against you. So this whole floor all the way around is all slot machines, and it's going 24/7, like non-stop. Any time of night that we come down here, even when it's been past 1 or 2 a.m., people are out here, they're gambling, they're having a good time, the drinks are flowing. It's never ending, guys. Made it to Oceans. Oceans, as you can hear, is kind of the heart of the ship in terms of food and of drinks and everything like that. This place is open, I believe, literally 24/7. You can come and get a burger or wings or fries, whatever you want to get, pretty much at any time of night. So it's a really popular late night spot for when all the shows are letting out and everything like that. And as you can see, I'll flip this around. It is also smack dab in the middle of both the main decks and in the middle of the actual ship. So great location to branch out to other things. And so here's just another quick glimpse at Oceans. Like I just mentioned, it is kind of one of the hearts of the ship. So that being said, it is pretty big. It does have 2 areas for dining, 2 dining room spots in there. And then if you go a little bit further on the one that's towards the bar side of Oceans, you'll actually discover there's a full arcade back there. Really, really cool. We didn't get a chance to spend too much time back here, but if you do have some spare time, I would highly encourage going back here to check things out. They have all sorts of games, skee ball, basketball, air hockey, all that stuff. And we didn't know this, but they even have a full bowling alley tucked in the very, very back there. So go check it out. So right now I'm outside of the theater, as you guys can see, and the lines for the shows that are starting tonight are starting to pile up. The shows on the ship are extremely impressive. The talent is out of this world, and people quite literally reserve them like hours in advance or stand in line hours in advance. If you're hopping on Norwegian cruise lines and you're looking to see a show of any sort, make sure that you give yourself a good amount of time to get in line and save your spot or your seat inside of the show. Was literally in the middle of vlogging and almost blew past deck 6, which is our last main level deck in my opinion. We're going to take a quick stroll through this bottom level and show you guys the stuff that's down here. So here we are on deck 6. This is the bottommost level of the 3 main decks that I was just talking about. Deck 6 is really cool because, as you can see, it's got this awesome little performance/event hall area right here. They'll play movies, they'll play bingo, they'll play trivia, all that fun stuff. So cool to keep you interested. And then behind, right over on this side, is another bar, and tucked back there in the corner is a cafe for Starbucks and for bakery treats and stuff like that. So I'll show you guys a quick glimpse of that in a second. Okay guys, so here's another quick glimpse at that atrium bar. Just like all the other bars on the ship, the atrium bar does have its own menu, so be sure to come check out all of the exclusive cocktails that they offer. And then tucked behind the atrium bar is the atrium cafe, where you can stop past for your daily Starbucks fix and some other baked goods. Once you get past the main section of deck 6 and you keep walking down the hallway, you guys may notice in the background there's plenty of art pieces that are surrounding me. They do display real art made by people, and they offer them for sale, so you can take it off the cruise if you want to. Cool part about it is they have pieces ranging all the way down from $50 up to $150,000 plus. So there's an art piece for everyone in their respective price range. I did want to make a quick stop right here as well. This is like dead center of the ship, as you can see. Down here is Le Bistro. Over here on my other side is Headliners. That's the place for the Dueling Pianos Club, so I'll show you a little bit of what that looks like right here. Quick peek inside the Dueling Pianos Howl at the Moon show. As you guys can see, it gets pretty lively in here. There's a full service bar in here as well, so plenty of drinks to keep the night flowing. And yeah, this is essentially it. It's a group of musicians at the front. They take song requests from the crowd,
and then they play them live on command. Very interesting show and very high energy for everybody to enjoy.
Over here on this last end of the ship is Mix Cocktail Bar and Savor and Taste Restaurant Dining. I haven't gotten a cocktail or looked at the menu from Mix Cocktail Bar, but I can say that Savor and Taste, when we had it for dinner the other day, was absolutely amazing. I got like a grilled chicken something, and a lot of people at our dinner got like pasta and just really yummy dishes. I think somebody got a steak or something like that. So if you're looking for a little bit of fine dining, Savor and Taste is always a good choice. It's always funny when I'm vlogging, especially with things like the microphone on my hat. I always get little questions and side looks and stuff like that because people are just curious about what you're doing. They don't usually see that very often. But it is cool though. Every once in a while I pick up an extra follower or an extra subscriber from someone who is just curious about what it's going to look like or excited to see the finished product. Okay, finally made it outside from the inside of the ship to now the outside. Let's take a quick little lap around so I can show you guys everything that they've got out here, and then you guys can see just how massive this cruise ship is. I've got the camera attached to my right hand, so it's not too easy to turn, but over here on this side is the American Diner. That was one of the first places that we ate on the ship, and that right there set the bar for the food and for the rest of the trip. It was absolutely delicious. And now this next thing coming up, I want you guys to just take in all of it. This is crazy. It's water slides, it's a freaking jacuzzi, it's pools, it's everything that Norwegian has on this cruise. Check it out.
So whether you are on the ship itself or if you're just looking at the ship from afar, I feel like one of the first things you're going to notice is the massive water slides and water park that they've got on the top deck. There are tons of different pools in here, tons of different water attractions and places to play for the kids. I just thought it was so impressive that they've literally got an entire amusement park parked on this top deck in the back.
I think it's just absolutely insane that there's literally a full water park behind me. As you approach the front over here, there is a massive, massive, massive main area. It's partying, it's pools, it's jacuzzis, it's bars with never-ending drinks. It's just incredible. Like, at a loss for words that all of this is packed on a ship in the middle of the ocean. Making my way up the set of stairs towards the back of the ship here to show you guys the like activities kind of area and the outdoor adventure park, I guess is a great thing to call it. Check this out and you'll see exactly what I mean.
As if the outdoor water park wasn't enough, here's a quick glimpse at the recreation and activity center that's on the back of the ship. As you can see, there's plenty of stuff to do here. This family is playing a life-size game of chess. They have a full mini golf course back here for families and kids to come and play games of putt-putt. I think I saw some bocce ball happening and a couple other activities as well. They even have an outdoor climbing and adventure park system out here. So there's no shortage of things to do on the cruise.
Mini golf on a cruise ship is insane. Rock climbing and adventure courses on a cruise ship, insane. Even basketball and street soccer on a cruise ship shouldn't be possible. But out here on Norwegian Cruise Lines, it's possible. So as I'm walking around giving you guys this tour, this is actually a perfect opportunity to show you another area of the ship that's usually very lively at night and has a good bit of people packed down there right now. So I think this area is called Spice. I'll definitely correct myself in the video if I'm wrong, but this area in the daytime, as you can see, is a giant tanning area. So there's jacuzzis, there's a bar down there, plenty of tanning beds. They've got a little TV playing some relaxing videos and stuff like that in the background. And this is a place where people can catch some sun towards the back of the ship. But at night, it's a different story. All of the tanning beds are cleared out. That entire space that you just saw down there turns into a dance floor. The lights come on, the music starts bumping, and it literally turns into a crazy after-hours party for adults and children and everything. And they're blasting things like 70s music. They're doing 80s themed parties and everything. It's always something new and different, which is super cool, and it keeps things fun and engaging while you're on the ship. I'm not even gonna lie that this cruise ship is so massive. Before I decided to do this little cruise tour vlog and this room tour vlog, I hadn't even seen some of the areas that were on the ship, but as I'm exploring, I'm literally figuring out and finding new spaces that I didn't even know existed. Coming out of that adventure park area towards the back of the ship, I'm making my way back around to the middle of the ship. You guys got a glimpse of it earlier, this main kind of upper deck atrium area. There isn't a big chandelier out here. Instead, it's all of the hot tubs, the main pools, and a huge event stage and live DJ that I was showing you. There's also a bar right there that we'll take a peek at in a second. And I'll give you guys a more up-close and personal look with the main deck area I was just talking about. Take a look.
Here's more of that sidebar area that I was just mentioning. This location is called Waves. This is a very popular little outdoor bar where you'll see plenty of people gathering, getting cocktails, and just enjoying the sun and the outdoor air on the upper level deck. And as you can see, Waves overlooks what is pretty much the main centralized area of all the upper level decks. This place has the main pool, it has the jacuzzis, it has a little stage for entertainment and live DJs. This is where everybody comes and gathers to do all their tanning and just hang out essentially when we're out at sea.
Woo! I am getting my steps in for y'all. I hope y'all are appreciating this because I'm gonna need a drink or two and a little bit of stop at Garden Cafe once this is all said and done. Moving right along, working my way towards the front of the ship now and climbing up the stairs to show you guys another tanning area, another little tiny bar area, and a place where you can get away for a little bit more quiet time on the ship. Check this out.
Quick little glimpse at some of these upper level decks. They've got jacuzzis and bars and tanning beds and all that other stuff for guests to enjoy scattered throughout the area.
So we're actually in luck. This deck opened up. I was running around getting some shots earlier. Oh, here we go. And I saved a hat for the day. That's my good deed for the day. I'm doing well, okay? This deck opened up. It was closed earlier because it was literally so windy, as you can probably hear. But it's open now, and there's not that many people over here. So you can take a peek at the front of the deck and see the front of the ship and what the ocean looks like from up here. You guys can probably see the gigantic control towers and stuff up there. I'm sure our captain and his co-pilots are somewhere in there piloting the ship and making sure we get to our next destination safe and sound. This is what I really wanted you guys to see, the front of the ship and what the ocean looks like from this view. You guys missed it because I had stopped recording, but I think this is a good place to insert in the vlog to let you guys know. That was person number 6 or 7, something like that, who had commented on me vlogging and that they thought it was cool. So for all of you guys who are out there, shy vloggers, don't feel confident enough to pull out the camera and talk to it in public, people are just curious. They think it's cool, they're interested, and like I mentioned earlier, you might get some extra subscribers and followers, so just do it. All right, this area that I'm coming up on right now is actually one of my favorite spots in the ship, just because of the view that it gives you of the main central part of the uppermost deck. Check this out, and I'll show you some of the panoramas and things that I took here as well. Okay, here we are. This is, I don't really know if it has a name, but in my opinion, one of the best views on the ship to check out everything this place has to offer. I mean, it's huge, but come on, man. This is incredible. And that's just the upper deck, of course. As you guys saw earlier, there's plenty more right beneath this deck and underneath those as well. I think I pretty much did my job and covered everything outside. I'm gonna hop back inside, see if the room has been cleaned and if it's ready to give you guys a tour and see that. This is a good sign. I see the little cleaning carts that you see me squeezing past. So I'm assuming that things have been tidied and the room is in a presentable condition. Let's see what we have. Hello, how are you?
Good.
Okay, so the room has indeed been cleaned. I am going to give you guys a quick peek of what it looks like in our cabin. So as you guys can see, this is pretty much it. Nice little couch right here, desk and mirror and all that fun stuff. Bed right behind us, which leads out to our balcony over there. Also inside of the room, we do have plugs so that you can plug up and charge all your electronics and everything. We also have a TV, which is pretty cool because it does have live stations as well as
little TV stations that are going on inside the ship. So if there's events like auctions or like any of the cooking competitions or, you know, bingo or whatever going on, they televise that and you can watch it in your room. And then in here is our shower and bathroom and everything. It is a little bit tight in this space, I'm not gonna lie, but something cool that I figured out about this space is, as you guys will notice down here, there's obviously a drain right there on the floor and in the shower. And again, like I mentioned, it is a little tight of a squeeze to get in there so that you can get all cleaned up and everything. But what you'll also notice is that over here, there's also a drain underneath the toilet. So what that told me is that this entire room, not just that little stall right there, is actually designed to be a shower. So if you do need a little bit more room when you're trying to get in here and get cleaned up, I'm pretty sure that you can just close the door and turn this entire space into a shower that you can use. Pretty cool. Coming up on one of our last areas of the ship, we have the Mandara Spa and Salon and the Pulse Fitness Center. I was actually pretty impressed with the gym. There's plenty of equipment in there for people to use. They've got tons of cardio equipment, tons of different machines and weightlifting equipment available as well. And it doesn't get too crowded, so you don't have to worry about getting a good workout in when you're out at sea. And directly connected to the gym is the spa and salon. I didn't actually get to go into the spa itself and get footage. I did just kind of take a couple quick clips of the lobby. I also did a little documenting and recorded my father-in-law getting his haircut at the barber shop while we were out on vacation. Okay, so the last part of the ship that we're going to check out before we end things off is one of my favorite spots on the ship because, you know, your boy likes to grub. Welcome to Garden Cafe. First of all, Garden Cafe is an outstanding buffet area. They serve all different types of food at all different points in the day, so there's never a time where you're not gonna be able to get something to eat unless it's closed, and you get to experience all the different flavors that the ship is cooking. There's literally ice cream, there's a bar, as you can see, and as I'll show you guys in this little video overlay here in a second. There's burgers, there's chicken, there's Indian cuisine, there's Asian cuisine, there's breakfast, there's lunch, there's dinner. It's literally endless. And my third reason why I love Garden Cafe so much is the workers and the service here. This is, in my opinion, one of the happiest places on the ship. All the workers here are always in a great mood. They're also very, very attentive to the people, so the service is outstanding. And they always have cool and cute little catchphrases that they like to use, like washy washy for when they want you to wash your hands, or good morning, coffee coffee, which is when they're bringing around and giving you coffee and everything. It's just really cool. All right, I'm ending it here. You guys have seen everything the ship has to offer, or at least hopefully everything the ship has to offer. So we will call it a close. I just had my lunch, having some delicious soft serve ice cream as a dessert, and then Cammy's gonna go back and take a nap. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys got a pretty good view of everything Norwegian has to offer. And until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.